From the moment this little puppy was born, there was something special about him. Right after moving into his new home, he felt like something was missing. So he decided to personally give his owner a housewarming gift. At first, the man did not think much of it. The puppy was still too young to know any better, so he let it slide. But the very next day, the puppy struck that familiar pose again. The man rushed over and carried him outside. The moment he set him down, the puppy simply sat there wagging his tail. He had absolutely no intention of going to the bathroom. With no other choice, the man carried him back inside. Before he could even get settled, the puppy peed on the floor again, and that was only the beginning. Late that night, while the man was fast asleep, the puppy walked over to the bedside and started whining. He kept whining over and over until the man finally woke up. The man glanced at the time and began questioning whether bringing the puppy home had been the right decision. But seeing the little guy happily waiting beside him, he picked him up anyway. The two of them went to the living room and turned on the television. The moment the channel switched to a car race, the puppy, who was normally bouncing all over the place, suddenly became completely still. His eyes locked onto the screen without blinking. The man was stunned. Because he happened to be a professional race car driver, he placed the puppy on his lap, held his tiny paws, and playfully mimicked steering a race car. Following every drift happening on the screen, the puppy barked excitedly, as if he were really sitting behind the wheel himself. The next day, the man decided to take him to an actual racetrack. Surrounded by unfamiliar sounds and smells, the puppy showed no fear at all. Instead, he curiously looked around at everything. Once the race began, he immediately spotted the man's car among dozens of others. His focus amazed even long-time racing fan. The man did not disappoint his most loyal supporter. A violent storm turned the track into a complete mess. Yet he kept making one incredible overtake after another, and finally crossed the finish line in first place. The roar of the crowd shook the entire track. As time passed, the puppy grew up and became the man's constant companion at every race. After every victory, he celebrated right alongside him. At night, he stayed by the man's side, watching him study racing lines and driving techniques, quietly dreaming that one day he might get the chance to sit behind the wheel himself. Life was peaceful and fulfilling, and it seemed like it would stay that way forever. Until one day, a woman suddenly appeared and changed everything. The man laughed and talked with her endlessly. Watching them together, the puppy could not help feeling jealous. He tugged on the man's pant leg, trying to pull him back, but the man wanted to pursue the relationship and exchanged contact information with her. From then on, he picked her up after work every day. She also started showing up at the racetrack to cheer him on. Before long, she had quietly taken the place that had once belonged to the puppy. Their relationship grew quickly. Not long afterward, she moved into the house. The puppy had no choice but to accept his new rival. Later, the two got married, serving as the best dog. The puppy proudly carried the wedding rings down the aisle, witnessing their marriage and officially becoming part of the family. Then more good news arrived. One day, the puppy walked over to the woman and caught an unfamiliar scent. It was the kind of scent that appeared before something life-changing happened. Sure enough, not long afterward, the woman announced that she was pregnant.